Pixar's doing its thing again. I know it is not at all intentional on Pixar's behalf, but hey look, it's the same day as the Nintendo Switch 2 trailer being revealed. Why not see a Pixar TV show on the side as well? I mean, I guess it's not a full circle of an overlap of interest, but I've already made a video today, and I literally, in that video today, said I am just about to go on a plane. I am literally mid-packing, it has turned to nighttime outside, and here I am talking about Pixar again. It's a double upload day today. That's fine. Now, to be fair, this is very much an underdog Pixar project, I would go on to say. We've known about Win or Lose for a good year now. It's part of one of those projects that's been announced way earlier on with the likes of Elio as well, that sort of got a little lost on the wayside. But even worse in the case of Win or Lose is the fact that it is a Pixar TV series. However, that's not such a bad thing as much anymore, as the recent December release of Dream Productions from Inside Out was a pretty massive hit. I don't actually know the statistics when it comes to the physical numbers it got, but I can tell you that a lot of the appeal of that show absolutely translated to people on the internet. I mean, my video about it with a thumbnail of old Riley certainly seemed to pop off, and all sorts of people I saw on TikTok were raving about her. Pretty much only exclusively that bit, but hey, it's a translation of some sort into success. Now, of course, that doesn't exactly give a guarantee for a Pixar series to do well, but I've got some relatively high hopes, at least for the quality. So for those that don't know, Win or Lose is essentially a sports TV series where we're going to show several different protagonists part of the same team going through their own woes along the way, and now we get to see properly the actual visual art style, which is nice. The coffee bartender looks a little weird without her nose, but hey, it's nice that Pixar looks a little different. Kinda has a little bit of turning red, a little bit of, the 3D video game guys from Wreck-It Ralph, you know? Wreck-It Ralph's world, but not Wreck-It Ralph himself. It gives me that vibe. It's very nice. And tonally, the vibe I really get from this series that I'm absolutely looking forward to is kind of That Christmas. It's very much the Rich Curtis vibe of Love Actually and That Christmas, where we have several different characters going through the same plotline, but all having their own emotional back and forth. And I'm already starting to enjoy a lot of these characters. You've got the guards teacherman who's trying to come out of his comfort zone romantically and always seems himself as guarded like a video game character. Another one that's trying to be the funny man of the group and dealing with his qualities as a comedian being his entire values for life. Of course, generally, you've got the sweat and anxiety of high-stakes sports battles, potentially going to the state championships. Whoa. It is a baseball movie, very American. We Brits don't really get that, but hey, I can enjoy all the rest of it. And it seems the only character that's not going through anything is the kid that's self-aware enough to know that everyone else has ailments, and is just kind of above it all, ethereal, that guy is. This series very much just looks like a good bit of fun with so much opportunity for a lot of brilliant, wholesome attitudes and emotional development. And additionally to that, there's a very nice style to it. This is just a normal story, you know, it's very realistic. It's no Monsters, Inc., you know? But they've managed to make it flourish in its art style, not by giving us entire dream sequences that we come back and forth with in the form of dream productions. Instead, it's all in imagination and metaphors and imagining how a certain scenario goes. The comedian kid physically sees himself always on stage like a 2D paper craft character, whereas the teacher guardsman is literally has, you know, shield theming all over his body with that 3D video gamey pixel aesthetic as well. And the anxious, sweaty guy has a literal blob on the side of his face, which is gross. Now, what this trailer's really trying to showcase is a lot of the jokes, and let's be honest, there's hit or misses. It literally has a section about not funny. There is a joke I find not funny anymore, more so repetitive. Hey there, thank you for making it to the halfway mark of this video. Come along and subscribe if you haven't already to keep up with new animated movie news. We're definitely going to cover Pixar trailers in future, so hope you join along for the rest of them if you haven't already. Back to the second half of this video. I'm rambling too long for this midway point. So yeah, for some reason, they decided to repeat the main trailer gag of Elemental in this. The idea of, oh, I ate something, it's hot, blah, 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 but without the, you know, elemental creativity of boiling water and hot, sweet inside, you know, a body of water. That's probably like the biggest low point for me personally. And while I am often concerned to some extent always for some Pixar trailer, this is the one I think I have one of the most high hopes for of recent times as an underrated project, because it seems to really have a lot of the charm out of the characters characters it's introducing. And hey, Pixar's made some great stuff recently. Even if they're both in the same universe, absolute stellar content that explores really nice, relatable stories for children to hop onto, and for everybody to enjoy as well. And you can just see with some of the elements they seem to be poking on. Another one is the parent of one of the kids concerned and worried about the strains of parenting themselves, which is, you know, it just sounds wholesome already, if not gonna make you cry in some form. Now, we've talked in all sorts of details about the movie details in the past and all the production details, so do check out one of our older videos on that if you're interested in the nitty-gritty details. But what we do know directly is this is coming out in February, just 2 months after the last Pixar TV series. I doubt they're always gonna be that consistent, but considering how well Dream Productions came out last time, I've got high hopes for this one, I'll be honest. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. The visual art style is nice, the storytelling just looks like it's going to be wholesome, it's going to poke in some interesting directions, and I'm sure the characters are going to be the type that we absolutely adore. You know they're going to probably succeed as a team. Actually, that would be very powerful if they don't win as a team, but they all get their own character developments separate to the value of winning a baseball game. That's interesting. I doubt we'll get there, but you never know. Not to mention, it's all sorts of flourishing for alternative art styles. There's all sorts of papercraft elements we can see in this trailer. And it's just, yeah, a very nice story about community coming together. People of all different backgrounds and problems all coming for the same mutual goal, and presumably all winning or losing together. It sounds like a Pixar classic that didn't quite make a movie, but gets to be a series instead. Which is kind of the same length as a movie anyway, but more detailed? I guess I like that better. Regardless, that is the latest Pixar installment. I am more hyped for this series than I am the mainline movie Elio that's coming out in future. It's just the way things work out sometimes. Now let's just hope that they themselves don't screw it up. I will absolutely be watching Win or Lose come February 19th. I'm really looking forward to it. But as for right now, I have a plane to catch. It is nighttime, I am mid-packing, and in a panic this evening. For now, though, my name's been Daz. Thank you very much for reaching the end of this video. Do tell me your thoughts on Win or Lose. Am I the only one that thinks this is going to be an underrated gem? You think it's like, forget about it? Did you feel the same about Dream Productions? Tell me all your thoughts and more, and I shall see you all in a little bit. This is where I find out I didn't record any of that. Nope, we're good.